I tell you, it's funny how yesterday we did all those glute exercises, and they seemed pretty subtle, but I feel them today, and my core. So, anyways, let's get to work, or let's get to joy and pleasure of stretching today. All right, let's just take a deep breath and stretch your arms all the way up. Back down, low, back up. Bring my hands up, put them behind my head. I'm going to bring my elbows forward and then back. Forward, back. Stretch. Look, I'm wearing my Mud Girl shirt. You want to get super dirty and run around with a bunch of friends and laugh, it's a good thing to do. All right. I'm going to grab a band or a towel, whatever you can. If you don't have a band or towel, you could just face your palm out and do arm circles like this. Like you're standing up, or stand up against the wall. Put your hand up, your palm on that. Otherwise, we're just going to do a quick shoulder floss. So, I'm going to make the letter Y with my hands. And I'm going to bring my band forward. And then as far back as I can go. And forward. Again, you could just do big arm circles with your palm facing out. Or this. Even just use a t-shirt or something, anything really. This is such a good way to open up your range of motion with your shoulders. Stretch. Try and keep your chin in one place. Try not to move your head forward or back when you're doing this. You want a nice straight spine. Looking straight ahead. Excellent. Excellent. Señoritas. Almost there. We're just starting with the top of the body because we're going to do a lot of work on the hips and thoracic spine. Which you're probably going to feel all the core work we did yesterday. You're like, eh. All right, I'll put my band or towel aside. Actually, I'm going to throw it on the floor in case we need it while we're down there. May or may not, but it's good to have it handy. All right, so chin to chest. Now bring your chin, tilt your head back. And chin to chest again. Tilt your head back. I want you to bring your right ear towards your right shoulder. Put your right hand on that ear. And then push your ear into the hand. Then I'd like you to move your hand up to almost the top of your head, because we're just gently stretching. You don't want to do any kind of forcing. And I want the other hand to kind of reach for the floor while you do the stretch. And now I just want you to gently bring your chin forward. Everything's gentle. We're not wrenching on that neck. Okay, back up. Now I want you to turn your chin towards that right shoulder, towards the left shoulder, back to the right, back to the left, face center. Now I'm going to turn my left ear towards my left shoulder, put my left hand on that ear, and I'm going to push my top ear into my hand. And the other hand that's hanging, you might as well push it towards the floor. Nice big stretch on that neck. Don't forget to breathe. Gently move your hand up the head to almost the top. We're just gently stretching. And then bring your chin forward. Gently. Some of us that have a lot of neck injuries, you have to be very careful that you don't move it the wrong way or too extreme of a stretch. So we always want to be gentle. Okay. Back to center. Facing forward, I'm going to turn my head to the right, turn my head to the left, to the right, to the left. Always these traps and neck is where a lot of us hold our stress. So I wanted to do that first today. All right, chin to chest again. This time we're going to roll our hands all the way down toward toes or the floor, the best you can do. I always keep a slight bend in my knees just because hyperextending feels really gross to me, especially on my knees. And I'm just gonna try and relax my upper body. Deep breath. And I'm just gonna let my body hang. Just let it hang. Back up, nice and slow. There we go. Bring your shoulders back. Put your hands behind your back and hold your own hand behind your back. Push your chest forward. Nice straight neck. Deep breath in. And let's hinge at the hip and go forward again. Best you can. You're trying to bring your face between your knees. Ooh, that wrist was a little mad at me. Just do the best you can. We're just stretching our shoulders and the back of our legs at the same time. Let's go back up. I'm going to be standing at the base. If you're using a yoga mat, I'm going to stand at the base of that mat. Chin to chest. Roll my hands down to my feet. Now, if you can either just go to the floor, or you can take your hands and walk out into a plank. Nice high plank. And then I want you to drop your knees down. And then if you can, we're going to bring our right foot beside your right hand. So we're just gonna, and if you want, we can move a little forward so that back leg has a slight angle. I want you to do circles with your hip, right? So I want you to do your hip into circles. Hip circles, wee. If you need to support that back knee, put something under it. Do some hip circles. Okay, change direction. Really try and focus on hip circles. Got your hands supporting you if you need it. If for some reason you can't do this, then you can sit down and do your 90-90 hip stretch on the side. If this is just holding your body up is too much for you. Now I want you to stay in this position and tilt your pelvis. So push those hip bones towards the ceiling, almost like you're doing cat, like cat-cow. And relax. Now we're going to come up into 90-90. Now the back knee can be slightly back. I got my right foot forward. All right. I'm going to put both my hands straight forward. And if you can, I'd like you to take that one hand, just like an alligator stretch, and bring it all the way back. And then back forward. Alligator stretch. This time we're going to do something similar, but we're going to do a rainbow shape. So I'm actually going to take that arm over my head. Woo! Watch your balance and go behind. There we go. Rainbow stretch. This is something that's crazy for you. You can still just do the 90-90 hip stretch sitting on the floor. So 90-90 hip stretch sitting on the floor, you really have all your legs are in the same position mine are now, but you're sitting on the floor and doing it. Good job. Okay. Now let's cross our arms, cross our chest, and rotate to the side and back forward. Side, back forward. One more time. This really works on your balance, I'll tell you. I'm going to put my hands back down beside my foot. I'm going to take my right arm. I'm going to turn my shoulder so that I'm actually looking towards the wall away from that front leg. I'm putting my elbow down, turn that shoulder. And then I'm going to take that arm and reach all the way to the ceiling. And then back down, bringing my elbow in, turn and face the wall, and then reach all the way back. We are completely working on our mobility. All these stretches we've started with is trying to restore full movement. So I want you to continue doing this. I'm quickly going to show someone what a 90-90 stretch looks like if you're sitting. That way, if you can't be doing the other one, your knees bother you. And then you just lean towards the front, the side, the back. I just wanted you to see that. For someone who didn't know what a 90-90 hip stretch is. All right, so in this position, with both your hands, we're going to move that knee back. So now we're on our hands and knees. We're going to do cat-cow. So tilt your pelvis towards the ceiling. And then turn those hips towards the floor. A nice pelvic tilt. If you have low back issues, don't tilt as far when you go that way. But the other way, when you tuck that bum cheeks under, turn those hips towards the ceiling, the cat position, that one is really good for the lower back. You just don't want to hyperextend the other way so much with that lower back. So you can focus more on bringing your eyes and chest forward, not so much that tilt. Just an FYI. So when you're tilting that pelvis and tucking those bum cheeks under into the cat position, you're opening up your lumbar spine. So I just focus more on an upper body stretch, eyes and chest forward when I do cow. Okay, one more time, both sides. Now I'm going to bring my left leg, or you can go into that 90-90 hip stretch again if this one bothers your knees or a little too much for you. So, put my left foot beside my left hand. This feels so good. And then I'm going to do hip circles. Using my hips for movement. Not rocking my body. Doing actual hip circles. Takes a little bit of right brain, left brain for this. Okay, change direction. Hip circles. Just stretching those flexors out a bit before we really get in there. All right, let's come up into a 90-90 position. Both hands straight forward. And I'm going to turn my body towards whatever your front leg is. That's the direction you're turning. It's like an alligator stretch, but while you're kneeling. So technically, I guess you could lay on the floor and do your alligator stretch too. Forward and back. I can tell this side, my left side, is a little tighter. Alligator. It's called alligator because obviously you're doing a big alligator mouth. Forward and back. Now I'm going to do the similar stretch, except I'm going to do a rainbow. So I'm going to go over my head. Whoop. Really work on your balance here. I haven't done this one before, but I thought it looked like a good one. Working on your balance, stabilizers, and stretching. And this is all about improving your range of motion. So, rainbow, whoops. Back, forward, and then forward again. Cross your arms across your chest and turn out. And come back in. Turn out and back in. All about the thoracic spine. We started at the top of the body with the neck. Oops. Now we're doing shoulders and our balance, of course, because I'm wobbling all over the place. I'm going to bring my hands down, and I'm going to take my left hand that's beside my left foot, and I'm going to bend it. Take my elbow and push it down and turn away from my leg. Nice big stretch there. And then turn my body the opposite direction and reach my hand towards the ceiling. Just remember, anything you can't do, bring the elbow back down, turn, and out. Anything you can't do, just do a stretch you know you can do. Because the fact that you're here stretching, any stretches is good for you. So, just saying, reach. Bring in that elbow, turn your body the opposite direction from your leg, and then you're twisting the other way. Really like how that stretch feels on my hip flexors when I reach down. Perfect. Both hands down again, on your hands and knees. Cat-cow again. So turn those hips towards the ceiling and arch that back. Stretch that lumbar spine. Deep breath in and turn the hip bones towards the floor. Chest and eyes forward. Switching back.
How you doing?
Good times.
You do not have to do dishes. Are you seeing?
Keep going with your
Me
cat
not do
cow.
dishes. I haven't had breakfast yet,
1 second here. All right, moving on. Here we go. So I'm on my hands and knees. I'm gonna bring my right knee, so it's between my two hands, and then you just turn that foot so it's right underneath your left hip. This is my right leg, so my heel is gonna be right underneath my left hip. And I'm just gonna stand nice and tall, nice tall spine. Actually using my hands to push my upper body away from the floor and really stretch that lower back. And my back leg is nice and straight. And then I'm gonna go the other way, go down to my forearms, and then stretch my hands forward. What a goofy girl, eh? Keep going, keep stretching. I'm just checking this to make sure I'm not missing anyone. Alright, let's do the other side. Bring your left knee between your hands. And that foot kind of goes off to the right side, underneath my right hip, and I'm straightening that back leg down. Now put my hands on either side of that front knee and push up. Nice, strong spine. And then you come down on your forearms, and then reach those hands out over your head and lie on your leg if you can. That's why you could use, if it's too much, you just put your elbows here, and then you can put as much pressure down to stretch that back glute and the leg as you can. But you know, sometimes things hurt, so you have to adjust to what doesn't hurt. I don't know about you girls and guys, but I sure felt my butt cheeks and my tummy yesterday after that workout. I was like, wow, just a couple changes. I really found the floor workout fired up my glutes and made them stronger and more active in the rest of the workout. Those isometric core exercises were awesome. All right, here we go. We're gonna just roll onto our butts. Put our feet in front of us, bent knees. Now I want you to go down to the floor, but if you can, one vertebrae at a time. You can even just have a bit of a curved back, like you're peeling yourself to the floor. And then rest those arms straight up towards the wall above your head. And then if it's okay for your back, lower those feet down. Point those toes to the wall below your feet. And now let's stretch our body. Stretch. Excellent. Sometimes though when you have lower back issues, lying flat like this is a bit of a challenge. So let's bring our feet back up. I want you to bring your elbows down to in a goalpost position with those arms. And then let's just turn our chins side to side. One little stretch for that. Nice and gentle, right? Okay. I'm just going to be super gentle, and I'm going to bring my right knee to my chest. I'm actually going to put my hands on the back of my leg as I pull this knee towards my chest. My other knee I'm going to keep bent. Just just easier on my back. And then best you can, I want you to straighten your leg as far as you can, whatever's comfortable. For me, it ain't going all the way straight. But when I watch people doing yoga, their leg goes right by their darn ear. But I guess we all have our abilities. This is my deep breath. Okay, bend that leg. Pull it to your chest again. Now if you can, I want you to put your other hand on your ankle and just turn that foot over to the other hip. So it's my right foot, it's going over my left hip. It's just a bit of a stretch for that glute and hip. Nice and gentle. I'm going to bring my heel back, and now I'm going to take that knee and I'm going to pull it towards the other shoulder. There we go. Just gonna put the foot back down. Let's pull the other knee to the chest. And like I said, you can pull that knee from the back of your leg, upper leg. And then try the best you can to straighten that leg. It's going to be super challenging if you have really tight hamstrings. So this is the best I can do. It's not that great, but it's what I can do. This is also a nice, for anyone with lower back issues, that we're just protecting the lower back right now. Do it this way. Bend my knee. And I'm going to put my hand on my ankle and turn that foot so it hovers over my right hip because it's my left leg. Just twisting the leg a bit. These are all subtle but effective. I'm going to bring my knee back to center, my leg nice and straight, but well bent, but in alignment with my body. And then I'm going to take that knee and I'm going to pull it towards my opposite shoulder. So it's my left knee and I'm pulling it towards my right shoulder. Just let go. Let's put that foot back down. So when you're lying on your back here with your knees bent and your arms are down along your sides, if you can, I'd like you to bring your knees up. And then I want you to drop those knees to the floor as best you can. And then go to the other side. Drop those knees down. We're just going to go side to side. Dropping those knees. And my hands are there to protect me from just flopping on the floor. So just loosening up that lower back a bit. Always taking those nice deep breaths. All right, let's pull both your knees to your chest. Now, put your hands on the back of your legs like we did with single sides. And now I'd like you to bring those heels up so that your legs are at a 90-degree angle. And let's do some ankle circles. Other direction. This is so much fun. All right. I'm gonna bring my hands up, if you can. I'm gonna grab the bottom of my feet. Pull my feet apart, knees down. This is opening up that lumbar spine again. Cookie girl, focusing on that lower back. A lot of the work we did yesterday was for the glutes, but if you have a weak core, sometimes it goes to your lower back. So making sure we take care of that. Now if you can, I'd like you to straighten your legs all the way up. If you like, you can tuck your hands under your butt. Deep breath in. Let's do infinity sign, or the shape of an 8 on its side. My watch was doing the weirdest thing. I was like, what? It's not 8:06. All right, knees to chest, hands on the back of those legs, and let's roll up. Oh. Okay. We're gonna sit cross-legged. Bottoms of your feet together. And I'm going to reach and try and do a forward fold. So running my hands as far forward as I can. Which isn't very much with these hips of mine. Back up, and I'm going to put my hands on my toes, and I want to straighten that spine as tall as I can. Right? Nice straight spine, straight neck, straight back, and then while holding these toes, I'm going to try and hinge my hips forward a bit. Nice straight spine. Straighten out my right leg out, and an angle to the side. I'm going to bring my left foot and just put it on my inner thigh. I'm going to take my hands and put them on either side of my legs. Deep breath in, and I'm going to run those hands forward. And then when you come back up, deep breath in, and then blow the breath out and go forward as far as you can. I find it handy to use the floor. Just run my hands forward and back. Before this last one where I reach for my toes. So, deep breath in, and as you let the breath go, reach and hold on that foot. hamstrings are so mean, aren't they? So this is my right leg that's out. So I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to put it on the outside of my left knee. And then I'll take my other hand and put it behind me and turn my body as far as I can away. Come back to center. I'm going to take my right hand and reach over my head to the left side. And I'm running this other hand over so that now I'm on my left elbow, reaching as far out as I can to my side. I find this really stretches just above the butt cheek. Come back to center. I'm going to do the same thing out to the other side. What? This side will be harder because your knee is bent. What? Oof. I can see that my knee is lifting up and my butt cheeks. I'm really trying to keep that down. But just do the best you can. Right. All right, let's straighten the other leg out. So now your legs are making the letter V. I'm going to lift my knees up slightly bent, put my hands between my thighs, and I'm going to roll as far forward as I can. And then when you think you've gotten as far as you could go, lower those knees down. And don't forget to breathe. Up. I want you to bring your heels up and your knees are bent. And you can put your hands kind of behind you and support yourself. And I want you to lie your knees down, side to side. So lie them on one side, roll over, and lie them on the other side. Wow. This one's awesome. You can feel a stretch in every direction with these hips of mine. Side to side. Right. Let's sit up. We're going to put the bottoms of our feet together again. If you hang on to your ankles and push your elbows on those knees, you could try to open up those hips just a little more. All right, deep breath in. And as you blow out, reach as far forward as you can. Sometimes when I see those yoga girls that are super flexible and their knees are down and they're completely folded forward, I do have a lot of envy. Let's come back up. Put your hands on those toes and a nice tall spine. Almost like you're trying to push the top of your head towards the ceiling. Nice tall spine. Now, if you can, hinge your hips forward. Just pull with your hands. Pull your body forward slightly. And don't forget to breathe. Oh, I love this stretch class. Just saying. Do this for quite a while, actually. All right. I'm going to straighten my left leg out. put the bottom of my right foot on the inside of that thigh. Get nice and comfy. Put my hands on either side of that left leg. Deep breath in. And as I breathe out, I'm going to roll those hands far forward as I can. Come back up, deep breath in, and breathe out and go forward again. Deep breath in, and breathe out forward. All right, this next time we're going to reach for that foot and grab those toes. Deep breath in, up, and breathe out and reach for that foot. Whew. Seems like the more I reach for this toe, and although I'm stretching my hamstrings, I can really feel the bent legs, the hip and the back, a nice stretch. Right, come back up to center. Let's reach towards the same side as the leg. So this hand goes out, and we're going to try and get my elbow down on that floor. And then the other hand's going to reach over your head. Best you can. I'm trying to use that elbow as leverage so I don't lift my butt cheeks off the floor. This is a huge stretch for me. Let's do the other side. What? Center. Where does the time go, I say? Let's lie down on our side. Finally, I can lie down on my side with the bruise bugging me from when I fell down those darn stairs. All right, so I'm going to bring my hands together like I'm praying. Praying for a wonderful weekend. I know I'm goofy. Anyways, let's take the bottom hand and I'm going to put it on my top knee and straighten that leg right out. So now my knee, my top leg, is on the floor. My bottom leg is nice and straight. And I have that praying goalpost arm, and I'm going to let it hang all the way behind me. Don't let that knee lift up. This is like one of my most favorite stretches because it's like it's stretching so many parts of me. Stretching my hip, my thoracic spine, my shoulder, my chest. I'm letting gravity do all the work. Deep breath in and let your body sink towards the floor. Your ultimate goal is to get that top arm touching the floor. Some people have such great range of motion, they immediately go to the floor. Some go forward. Let's do the other side the same way. Lie on the side. Whew. I feel like I need a nap now. All right. So I got my praying 90-degree hands. Take that bottom hand, put it on that top knee, and straighten that bottom leg out. So now my knee is on the floor and it's going to stay there as I bring up my goalpost arm, turn, and I hang behind me. I just rest my head on the floor. So my neck doesn't get mad. Ooh, this side's way tighter. Deep breath in. Sink it in. Sink in to the floor. Nice deep breaths. When you take a deep breath in, just imagining that there's some dust in there. You want to clean it out. So deep breath in, fill up those lungs. And then let it go. Every bit of breath. Do it again. Fill up those lungs. As full as you can get them. And breathe out. Let it all go. Oh, I went late. Darn it. Well, some of you can. I'm running a little late, but I did just want to do this one relaxing anti-stress breathing technique, and then you can go, or you can go now. But I just feel like I really need to just let go of all the energy and build up of the week. So that's what I'm going to do. So lie on your back in your most comfortable position. Me, I have my knees slightly bent. And I'm just going to let my arms just lie. You put your arms above your head, at your side, whatever is the most comfortable. I want you to take a deep breath in for the count of 3. Here we go. Breathe in. 1, 2, 3. Hold your breath. 1, 2, 3. And breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. When you're breathing in, I want you to imagine breathing in white, beautiful light into your body. And then when you're letting go of that breath, any kind of negativity or anything that piled up and stressed you out this week, I want you to imagine just releasing that out of your body. So here we go again. Deep breath in, white light. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Let it go. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more time. Deep breath in. Beautiful white light. 2, 3. Hold. 2, 3. And let it all go. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's more like it. Just the visualizing of letting go. This just feels so good.